Okay, go.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to part 3 of our Summerslam retrospective, Dad's on Wrestling. I am the Renegade of Wrestling, JJ Williams.
This is episode, I don't know. And I'm Jeff Meacham, no longer Mr. that other show.
That's right.
That's gone, baby.
We're going to be talking about Summerslams 2004 to 2010
So,
this week.
is that why you're wearing your Randy Orton shirt? Because he was the star of 2004?
He was the star of like every one from 04 to 2010, like seriously.
Hey, 05 was all about Cena and whoever the hell he wrestled in 05.
Yeah, exactly. You don't even remember.
I don't remember.
It was Cena Jericho, by the way.
Oh, that's right. Oh, wow, I'm bad. That's bad.
You know, big ups to my little cheat sheet here.
Yay,
the
cheat
official
sheet.
SummerSlam program for 2010. SummerSlam 2004. Now, I went back and I watched this DVD yesterday while you were comatose.
This is true.
And there was not a bad match on this entire card.
There was a bad Diva Dodgeball, yeah.
The only thing that was fail was Diva Dodgeball.
Yes. That was quite
And that
fail.
match in of itself is like a where are they now of divas.
Yeah, not one person in that shot is in the company anymore.
Molly Holly, Trish Stratus, Victoria, Nydia, Stacy Keibler, Gail Kim. Well, Gail's still technically at the company, but you know, that's only because they're strong-arming her.
Well, we talked about that at Renegade, or you did, yeah.
Yeah. Freaking Joy Giovanni, Michelle McCool, who's busy popping out Undertaker babies, or at least she's trying to. Freaking Christy Hemme, Maria. Like I said, that whole freaking match is a where are they now of divas.
Well,
and Jazz.
Well, yeah.
Big ups to Jazz.
Well, yeah, but so is half the main event. That's the bad part.
Yeah, that's true too.
Because we don't know where he is, to be honest with you. We
You
don't
talking
know.
about JBL and Undertaker?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Because you forget, Chris Benoit is a name we can actually say on this show.
That's right, we can, but I'm just saying, we don't know where he is.
That's a touchy subject. We'll leave that one alone.
That's bad.
But Randy Orton, Chris Benoit.
Our guest cameraman's going, damn.
Chris Benoit, Randy Orton obviously stole the show. The Curtain Jerker, the Dudleys against London Mysterio and Kidman.
All three done.
Was an awesome matchup. And I realized something yesterday. That's Paul London likes to team with people whose initials are BK. Because he had the straps with Kidman and he had the straps with Kendrick.
There you go. That's right.
Cena Booker, dude, back when John Cena was still Word Life and Thugonomics in it.
Eddie and Angle in the rematch from WrestleMania.
But I wanted to point out, John Cena won the match without the 5 moves of doom.
He did.
The FU came out of nowhere.
And it was called the FU back then.
Yeah. Eddie Angle,
I'm just
again, like you said. Eddie Angle, like you said. And even Triple H Eugene. There was a little controversy in the house about Eugene being special and was that right? You know what? At the end of the day, it was a clear thing of don't judge me because of my disability.
Exactly. I still don't like the gimmick, but whatever.
2005.
It was all about what it was all about, but let's talk about the undercard first.
It was all about Benoit and OJ and the 25-second match.
Yeah, that's it.
That match was that pay-per-view, baby. But in all seriousness, you had the Edge Matt Hardy match.
Yep.
Which was, you know, pretty much the start of their big feud.
And it was stopped due to blood loss. Seriously?
Yeah.
When you have stuff like Foley and Flair the next year.
And as personal as that match was, it's like if there wasn't bloodshed, we were jits.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, but then again, we're the same ones that sat here a few weeks ago saying that Bret Owen in the cage with no blood
was awesome. Yeah.
You know, so.
But then again, Bret Owen was personal, but you didn't want to see two brothers bloodlet each other also.
This is true. The ladder match for the custody of Dominic, Bray and Eddie.
The last appearance at SummerSlam of Eddie Guerrero.
Horrible angle, but an awesome match.
Yep. The match that led our usual cameraman to stop watching wrestling.
Yes, the angle.
The angle, yeah.
Stop watching wrestling.
Yeah, the match itself was what it was, but the angle itself caused Aaron to walk away.
Exactly.
Damn.
Cena Jericho. Again, a really good Cena match. So by now he had started to go into his 5 moves of doom phase.
Right. And as Jericho said in his book, the last time he, Benoit, Eddie, and Dean were together.
There you go.
That's pretty heart-wrenching right there.
And then the main event, brother.
I'm about to walk away from my own favorite. That's how bad it was. Because Michaels had to carry Hogan to what was one of Hogan's greatest matches. No doubt about that.
True. Now, in all fairness, the lead up to the match
was epic.
Thank you. It was what a good storyline build should be.
But
especially the Larry Bean show, like that was comedy.
Shit was awesome. But at the end of the day, on the match. And then he had 06 where he wrestled Orton.
Yeah, and he should have jobbed to Randy.
Especially with the bad knee.
You know, the only time the ECW... Oh, no, I take that back. I was going to say the first time ECW title was on the line, Big Show and Sabu.
In what was a pretty brutal Extreme Rules match.
That's right. Flair Foley, as you already touched on.
Which was brutal in the fact that Flair was going to take Melina's head off with the barbed wire bed. That shit was nuts.
Batista over King Booker.
And by disqualification.
Yes. So
Booker retained the title again. You had Cena and Edge for the WWE Championship. Edge retained the title.
Yes.
And introduced the Rated R Spear the next night.
Yes. And a couple of the guest camera women's baby daddies, D-Generation X against the McMahons.
Yes.
She's raising the roof over there.
And was Morrison involved in that one, just so we can get Sharifa completely involved in this?
No.
No, damn it. Fucking SummerSlam.
No. But he was one of the main events the next year in 07
That's
when
right.
he defended the title against the straight edge Messiah, CM Punk.
And retained.
Yes.
Because Punk didn't win the title until September 1st, I believe.
Yes.
So there you go. Morrison was on his big kick in ECW then at the time. He was just becoming John Morrison at the time, really. So you had that. You had Cena Orton the first time, I believe, for the WWE Championship. You had...
Mr. Khali.
Yeah.
Anyway. Triple H and King Booker.
The return of Triple H.
There you go.
From injury earlier in the year with another torn quad.
Yeah.
It's like the McMahons and torn quad, seriously. Triple H is torn in both, McMahon's torn, Vince is torn in both.
Vince torn both at the same time.
In the span of 2 minutes.
The 2006-2007 SummerSlams were kind of failed to me.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, I own 04, 05, and 06, and when I went back to watch yesterday, I watched 04, but I didn't even watch 05 and 06. I looked at the card on the back, and I'm like, is this worth 3 hours of my time right now?
I watched 06 on the computer during one of my insomnia kicks, and I was like...
See, 2006 put Jeff to sleep. I'm just saying.
Yeah, 2006, I fell asleep during, I believe it was the DX match.
He was ready for sleep.
I was, dude. Are you
2008. 2008 brought us such great matches as the Big Show and Bam Neely. That's right. Mark Henry and Matt Hardy.
For the ECW title?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
CM Punk successfully defending his title against JBL.
The World Championship, right. Very good. During his face run as World Champion.
Yes.
Yes. Damn helicopters. We purposely try to avoid noise today after the last 2 weeks of X Games setup.
They know that there's going to be hell in these streets in a couple of days.
A couple of days, baby. SummerSlam Access will be all over Fortune around here.
The interesting match to me on this one wasn't even Taker Edge, which we'll get into in a second. It was the Glamourella Kofi Mickey match where both titles were on the line and both belts changed hands.
That's right.
That was an interesting little twist to what could have been a very boring feud.
Definitely. Let's face it, do you really want to see Kofi and Mickey team up for the sake of taking down Glamourella?
No. But Glamourella was hot. They got the belts. They deserved the belts.
Yes.
At least Beth deserved the belt. Santino got it just as, you know, he's with Beth, so he gets the belt.
Exactly.
But at the end of the day, they deserved that push.
But his second run as champion was kind of funny because he was going for the honkometer.
Yes, that was epic.
That was good.
The honky-tonky meter.
Yeah.
Hell in a Cell Taker Edge.
How can you not talk about that in 2008 SummerSlam? And it was the last SummerSlam to not be.
And the picture in the program is even from the Hell in a Cell match.
Yeah.
I mean, like that right there shows.
Exactly. Then you had 09, the SummerSlam tank in the picture.
The debut of SummerSlam here at Staples Center,
yes, sir.
which I was not at.
No, but we were at your house watching live on pay-per-view.
That's right.
Watching your daughter and fiance make their pay-per-view debut.
That's right, baby. Now the match where title should have changed hands. Rey Mysterio, Dolph Ziggler.
Yes.
And Dolph actually told me at Access last year that he was supposed to get the belt, and Rey said no.
So that shows how much that Mexican deserves to be smacked down anyway.
There you go.
Stupid little midget.
Kind of glad he injured himself again.
Yeah.
Give him his freaking match in San Diego, beat the piss out of him, and send him back to his home.
Let's hope Punk is the winner and makes his career go to sleep.
There you go.
You know?
Hey, Vince won't even have to pay for an airplane ticket to send Rey home. He'll just be able to drive down the block.
Well, not drive because he'll have one less knee. So maybe his wife.
I'm sure his wife will be there.
His wife will drive
maybe
home.
Dominic can drive him. MVP Jack Swagger. Another good, underrated match.
That's alright.
Jericho Crime Time.
That was horrid.
I don't know. I mean, I was sitting there watching the match back yesterday, and I'm like, now why didn't Crime Time get the tag straps? I can understand why they didn't get them that night.
Right.
But, you know, rumor going around the net is Triple H is going to try and reinvigorate the tag division, and here was a solid tag team against a couple of dudes that were more or less thrown together.
But they were the tag team of the year that year also.
Kane Khali I skipped.
Right. Yeah.
No point in watching that. DX Legacy. Epicness.
Epicness, and the freaking entrance itself was freaking epic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Again, freaking match that should have been better. Regal Christian.
Like less than 10 seconds, I believe, from bell to bell. That's fail. And then the Royal Round Table beat the crap out of him and walked away. Christian was left in a heap.
Yeah. And then they cut to my fiance and daughter.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that kind of
Exactly.
made up for it.
Right. You know. There you go.
But that match right there could have been match of the night.
It
And I
could
think WWE knew that, and they didn't want ECW to show up the WWE Championship or the World title.
And granted, both those matches were pretty darn good, considering who was in. Cena and Orton was really good, I thought.
And this program is actually a botch because they don't list Cena Orton here in the description. It's not like his name is Chris Benoit. Why are they eliminating him?
And then the world title match between CM Punk and Jeff Hardy, when Jeff Hardy was still somewhat coherent.
Thank you. Now, the thing that I find funny about all this is like CM Punk turned heel. Why? To bring what Jeff Hardy did recreationally to life. And then Jeff Hardy goes to TNA. Well, he leaves the company, gets busted for drugs, goes to TNA, gets told to job to Steen in like 5 seconds because he's too incapacitated to wrestle, and he just kind of proved everything that CM Punk said was right. So how in the heck did that make him heel?
Exactly. And why is Punk heel now?
The truth shall set you free.
And then you have, of course,
2010.
Last year's SummerSlam.
Got to turn back to the beginning.
You know what? I understand your program's not going to help you because half the program got altered throughout the night.
I know, right? The greatest match that didn't happen. Let me hold this up here. 6-pack challenge for the IC title. Dolph Ziggler, Drew McIntyre, Kofi, Christian, Matt, and Cody Rhodes.
Turned into...
Why did that match not happen? You want to know why it didn't happen? It would have stolen the fucking show.
Yeah, because the IC was the curtain jerker.
Instead, they made it freaking Dolph Kofi.
With the Nexus running in.
Yeah, and completely stopping what was an epic match.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, then you had Big Show Straight Edge Society.
Right.
Which Big Show should have jobbed.
And he didn't.
You had Melina versus Alicia Fox.
The right girl won that match, at least.
Yeah. Miss FCW released favorite match of all time.
Ariane, I love it. Oh, God. Lethal didn't even wrestle. They didn't even wrestle. They ended up coming out after Melina's match and beating her down.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Orton and Sheamus. Whatever.
Kane and Mysterio, the return of The Undertaker again.
For the second year in a row.
Yep.
After the world title
match. But Kane beat him down.
Yes. And then the 7-on-7 elimination match that still features Khali in the program. And then it was supposed to be The Miz, which I was a little bit bummed it wasn't until the music hit.
I think there wasn't one music. He just ran down the aisle.
They introduced him and he had music.
But it wasn't Kill the Wabbit.
No, it wasn't Kill the Wabbit. It was his original.
And they changed his music, by the way. That's fail.
And they introduced the second best wrestler in the world today, the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson.
We're getting the wrap up.
We're getting the wrap up. I think we did a pretty solid cover.
Tune in a couple days
for the prediction show for this year's SummerSlam,
featuring the return of the Lady Killer, Ray Larkin.
You already knew that. We'll see you then.